It all began with a rust-speckled 1985 Chevy pickup, more than just a truck to me. It was my grandfather's legacy, meticulously rebuilt bolt by bolt in my driveway over countless weekends. Sure, the paint was sun-faded and the fenders kissed by time, but it ran like a dream, fully registered, fully insured, and deeply loved. Linda, our HOA president, saw it differently. To her, it was an eyesore stain on the neighborhood. Every morning for weeks, I'd find another bright pink violation notice tucked under my windshield wiper. Section 4 violation. Remove immediately. I tried to reason with her at a board meeting. It's legal. It's mine. You can't just demand I get rid of it, I said calmly. She just rolled her eyes and scribbled in her notebook. Then came the day my heart stopped. I pulled into my driveway after a long shift only to find it empty. My truck was gone. I stormed to Linda's house, fists clenched, pulse roaring in my ears. She answered the door in a silk robe, wineglass in hand, wearing a smirk I'll never forget. "Oh, Alex," she purred, "I did you a favor. Had that junk hauled off? It's at the impound, lot $500 to get it back. But if you bring it here, again, I'll tow it every week until you're broke." That's when something in me clicked. She wanted me to upgrade. Fine. If she thought my vintage Chevy was too fragile, too ugly, then I'd give her the opposite. Indestructible, intimidating, and 100% street legal. I dug into federal transportation codes and stumbled on a golden loophole. The Historic Military Vehicle Act. Civilians can legally own decommissioned, armored personnel carriers as long as the weapons are disabled and it meets basic road requirements. Rubber tires. Check. Turn signals. Check. License plates. Coming right up, I found one at a government surplus auction. A 1996 6x6 tactical transport, 20 tons of battle-tested steel. Bulletproof glass, tires taller than Linda herself, I placed. My bid won. Then walked into the DMV the next morning. The clerk blinked at my paperwork. "Is this for a movie?" "No, ma'am," I said with a grin. "It's for Neighborhood Watch." Saturday morning, 8 a.m., the street was peaceful until the ground began to shake. Windows rattled, car alarms yelped. Around the corner rumbled a massive flatbed hauling a dark green war machine. I signed the delivery slip, climbed into the driver's seat, and fired up the engine. It and Prit roared like a dragon waking from slumber. I backed the beast into my driveway, crushing a bit of lawn, not caring one bit. Linda came sprinting out in her bathrobe, shrieking, "Alex, that's a tank. This is a residential neighborhood." I hopped down 6 feet to the pavement and gave her my best smile. "Morning, Linda. You told me to get a better car? Do you like the color?" She called 911. 2 cruisers arrived within minutes. Officers approached cautiously, then relaxed when they saw it was just me. I handed over my registration, insurance, and a printed copy of federal law. The sergeant inspected the lights, the plates, the tires, then turned to Linda with barely concealed amusement. "Ma'am, everything's legal. It's registered as a collector vehicle. He's allowed to park it here. We can't do anything." Her face turned purple. Undeterred, she hired a private tow company, lying through her teeth about what needed moving. An hour later, a heavy-duty rig rolled up. The driver took one look at my vehicle and said, "Lady, that thing weighs 40,000 pounds. My winch handles 10,000 max." She waved her checkbook. "Just drag it into the street. I'll pay double." Greedy or foolish, he hooked his chains to the front bumper. I stood on my porch with a bowl of popcorn. "You're gonna break your truck," I called out. He ignored me. Hit the throttle. The chains snapped taut. His engine screamed. Smoke poured from the exhaust, but the tank didn't budge. Not an inch. Then Dash Physics delivered justice. With nothing to move, the force reversed. The tow truck's front wheels lifted clean off the asphalt, higher, higher, until the driver panicked and slammed the emergency release. The rig crashed back down, blowing out its own suspension in a cloud of rubber and shame. He stormed over to Linda, furious. "You, Umi, for a new truck hand? I'm not touching that thing without a military crane." Linda stood there, silent, defeated, staring at 20 tons of gleaming steel parked permanently in my driveway, blocking her precious sunlight. Mocking her authority with every raindrop that slid off its armored hide, and every time she glances over, she remembers one simple truth. Don't mess with an engineer who knows the rules and how to weaponize them. And wait till you hear what I did when she tried to cut down my fence.